Hi geeks, welcome to my channel. Fall is still falling, which means Trader Joe's has more new items and returning items. So let's take a look at what came in this week. Starting off with this cute sign, "'Tis the season for pumpkins," and indeed it is. There's still time to pick up pumpkins, and I just couldn't stop looking at this display because there was just so many of the fantasy pumpkins, kind of like the ugly, like speckled ones, but look very like whimsical and romantic and fairy tale like. So all different shapes and sizes. I want to know, are you the type to get the pretty pumpkins or like the ugly ones that have more character like these? And then check this out. How cute is this little photo shoot moment? You could totally have like a fall photo of your family or your little ones. Always have to check out the plants and fall accents that are outside. This is $3.99 and there's like all different types of varieties. And then here is the olive tree. If you have bought this olive tree, let me know if it actually bears any olives. And then look at these gorgeous orange marigolds. They smell really sweet too, which I was surprised, and they are $6.99. And the anthuriums are back. They are so gorgeous, such a bright, vibrant red. This is totally giving Christmas. I think this would be a perfect plant around that time. And these are $12.99. And then the floret mums. These are $4.99, which is a great deal for the amount of mums you get. There's all different colors to choose from. I know a lot of people like to put this on their front porch in the fall time. And the single Asian pears, they are still here. They are $1.49. Yellow dragon fruit is still in season. These are juicy and have seeds that are edible. They are mildly sweet, and these are $3.99. And one of the newer salads, the avocado ranch salad kit, this came out last week. I've heard good reviews so far, so I am excited to give it a try. Here are the nutrition facts. You can have the entire bag if you want for 490 calories or 245 calories for half the bag. And you can always expand the salad by adding meat, like barbecue chicken to this one might be tasty. And this is $3.99 per bag. So the Kung Pao Brussels sprouts are finally here. Last week I was looking in the freezer section and they are not in the freezer section, they are in the refrigerated section. And here are the nutrition facts: 120 calories for 1 cup or 1 serving, or you can eat the entire thing for 420 calories or split it in half for 215 calories. So doing a lot of math here. But here are the ingredients and the heating instructions. And here's a closer look. If you just push up the sleeve, you can see what it looks like inside, and you can see there is a decent amount of sauce. Moving along to the cheese section, let's check out if there's any new cheeses this week. So we know the Toscano cheese dusted with cinnamon, that has been back, and the creamy Toscano cheese soaked in Syrah. This is, I'm pretty sure, a seasonal cheese. I know the creamy Toscano cheese soaked in Chardonnay, that is one of my favorites, and that comes out during the holidays. This is $10.99 per pound. Also the Asiago cheese with rosemary and olive oil. This one sounds yummy, especially because Asiago cheese seems to be all the rage right now with the garlic and Asiago cheese dip. And this one will probably be good like just shaved over pasta or in sandwiches or on a cheese board. And another seasonal cheese you can add to the cheese board is the double creme brie with truffles cheese. And this came out super early this year. Usually it comes out around the holidays. And here are the nutrition facts: 100 calories for 1 ounce, which is pretty standard for cheeses. And I couldn't find a price label on this one, but if I recall correctly, it's probably around the $5 or $6 mark. And here's a new item, the spreadable butter with olive oil, and it is salted. And if you take a look at the ingredients, it is very minimal: butter, pasteurized cream, milk, salt, olive oil, sea salt, and that's it, which is really nice to see that there are no like preservatives or filler oils. And this is $2.99. Here are all the seasonal fall spices: pumpkin pie spice, cinnamon sticks, ground cinnamon, and here's a new one, organic clove powder. So this is 100% organic cloves, and it could be used in drinks like mulled wine, cider, hot toddies, chai tea, or warm beverages, or obviously you can also use it in baked goods. If you don't see a price, check out my Instagram at traderjoesgeek because I post there regularly with new items. Let's check out the bread section, and The cheddar jalapeno pull-apart bread, I wasn't really a fan of. It was okay. It just wasn't as soft as I thought it was gonna be, like the French onion focaccia bread, which I absolutely loved. It has caramelized onions and cheese, and I was obsessed with this when this first came out. It is so good, it is so soft, and you just need to warm it up just for a little bit. And here are the nutrition facts: 130 calories for 2 ounces, 5 grams of protein, 23 grams of carbs, 2 grams of sugar, and here are the ingredients. This was so good as a side to like a warm bowl of soup or chili. Some people have said that they use this for grilled cheese sandwiches. Moving on to more carbs, here is the organic pasta line. There's all these different types and with different size and shapes. They are all $1.99, and this is the newest, the organic farfalle. You guys, I totally practiced that before I just said it. Anyways, here are the ingredients and nutrition facts. Only one ingredient, organic durum wheat semolina. If you take a closer look here, there is like little lines or ridges, which I'm assuming will help the pasta sauce stick better. If you guys want to share any recipes down in the comments, please let us know. Also, the organic pasta nests are still here. In my store, they never went away, but I think in some stores they did. So if they did, they have reappeared. Jumping straight into more carbs, the cracker section, the fig and olive crisps are there year round, the raisin and rosemary crisps. Here are the pita bite crackers. These are one of my favorite crackers. The multigrain pita bite crackers and the original classic water crackers and the cracker assortment that came out with new packaging, possibly new ingredients, and the brioche toast crackers are back. These are so adorable because they look like little pieces of toast and would look great on a charcuterie board. 2 slices are 70 calories. Which is kind of a lot for crackers because usually they're like 8 to 10 crackers for 130 calories or something, but I think these pieces are bigger than the average cracker. And here are the other crackers that are offered year-round, the organic mini cheese cracker sandwiches and the peanut butter ones. And the brioche toast is $1.99. Now taking a look in the freezer breakfast section, I am looking specifically for one thing and I haven't seen it yet. I'm really excited to show it to you guys, and I found it. The Dutch griddle cakes. So these are like thicker sized pancakes but with a texture of a crumpet. You know what would be fun making with this? You can make a McDonald's dupe of the McGriddle breakfast sandwiches, and you could add the chicken breakfast sausage patties found in the freezer section, some eggs, or you can use egg whites and make this a sandwich, maybe drizzle some maple syrup. And here are the nutrition facts: 350 calories for 2 griddle cakes. There are 8 griddle cakes in the package, and this would be a great, convenient, quick option for breakfast or for like a lazy Sunday morning. This is $3.49. And the Scallopini potatoes are back. This is a creamy gratin of potatoes with 4 cheeses. This would be a great side dish for dinner in the fall or even for Thanksgiving. These are 190 calories per serving for 1 cup, 10 grams of fat, 18 grams of carbs, 3 grams of sugar, and 7 grams of protein. So for my vegetarians out there, this does have animal rennet in it. Recently, Trader Joe's came out with new packaging for their overnight oats, but now there's 2 new flavors, and it might have already arrived at your store. My store didn't get it yet, but here are the 2 flavors, apple and peanut butter, and they are both $1.99 each. Okay, so we have to look in the popcorn section because I want to give you guys a heads up for what's to come. So it's already been seen floating around, but there will be a Thanksgiving seasoned popcorn that comes out, kind of like the Thanksgiving Kettle chips, which aren't out yet, but in popcorn form. And I love the Thanksgiving Kettle chips. They are like one of my favorites. I stocked up on them so much that I had it all year round. So be on the lookout for that if you like anything stuffing flavored, because that is going to be arriving soon. And here's another new item, the GIR baking sheets. So GIR, G-I-R, stands for Get It Right. And this is a platinum grade silicone baking mat. It is BPA and BPS free. Also safe to use in the microwave and dishwasher, and it is heat proof to 550 degrees Fahrenheit, and this helps with zero plastic waste. So instead of using foil or parchment paper, you could totally use this, and it is a nice pop of color, and it comes in mint, navy blue, and red. Stick around to the end of the video because, spoiler alert, this is in my haul and I will be showing you what it looks like. And this is $4.99. I love dried apples, whether they're in the form of these dried apples or the apple chips, which I was addicted to for a little while. And I feel like this bag is actually Envy apples, but even though they don't say it, it says New Zealand apples, and that's where Envy apples, which are my favorite, comes from. So I was totally stoked because that was today's sample, and they tasted exactly like Envy apples. They were sweet, dry, soft, a little chewy. This would be great in like your own DIY snack or granola, or even on top of yogurt or oatmeal. The fall wool oval trivets arrived last week, and the wool felted pumpkins have officially arrived in my location, and they come in 3 different colors. They come in this moss green, and it has like a little bit of honeycomb pattern to it. And then there's also a white pumpkin, which is also really cute, and it has a green stem. I had to go to 3 different stores to look for the orange pumpkin, so they are super popular, and it looks like they sell out really quickly. So if you see one, grab it, because it was really hard for me to find. And what I love about these pumpkins the most are that it's so soft. I just kept wanting to squeeze them, and they are $6.99 each. So that's it for shopping this week, and now let's see what I picked up in this week's haul. Starting off with my favorite, the tiniest chocolate chip cookies. There's nothing really special about them, but they're so addicting, and they're not overly sweet, and I just really like the size and texture of it. I probably shouldn't get them, but I'm really afraid that they are going to be out of stock one day, so I wanted to grab a bag. In the last couple of hauls, I kept forgetting to get the vegan kale, cashew, and basil pesto. I usually use it for pasta, but I've been wanting to have a pesto sandwich with mozzarella and tomatoes and maybe balsamic glaze. And then I was so excited to find the maple spiced nut mix. So when I went to a few of the different stores, I didn't have it at my location, but another store still had some left, and they had about like 5 or 6 cans left, and I was so happy because I absolutely devoured the first can like within 2-3 days, and that's so unlike me because usually I will take forever and a day to finish snacks, and so that's saying a lot. If you can't find these, don't worry, because I heard that they are going to make a comeback around the holidays. So there's still another chance to get them, and hopefully by then I will be ready for my next can, because I will be rationing this one out until the next shipment comes. If you like candied nuts or sweet honey roasted nuts, I definitely give this a try because they're so good. And these 3 candles are part of the scented candle tin trio that I got a couple of weeks ago, and picked up another bag of parsnips. This is a seasonal item, at least in my area, and I love cutting them up and roasting them. So speaking of roasting, in the last video when I asked you, do you have any cranberry recipes to share? One of you said that you actually roast cranberries with your veggies, and I always roast all of my veggies. Like, that is my preferred method of eating vegetables. Some prefer it steamed or fresh and raw, or sauteed, which is my favorite second method. But I'm really excited to see how they turn out. I am assuming that they will caramelize and sweeten up naturally. Thank you all for sharing your recipes. And picked up organic celery hearts. Now, this is part of the Dirty Dozen, so for celery, you do want to get organic. And I picked some up because I wanted to add it to my tuna fish sandwiches. And then randomly this week, I overheard someone talking to someone about packing work snacks, and they said they pack celery sticks and banana, and that sounded so good to me. So the rest that I don't use for the tuna fish, I will be just having as a snack. I'll have to tell you guys one day about my celery juice craze. I was really sucked into it for a few years. picked up my weekly organic shredded kale. I saute this almost every morning with mushrooms and have it with a semi-runny egg on top. And finally got my hands on the avocado ranch salad kit. Every single time I wanted to get it, I wasn't going home directly, but now I have it. And I'm really excited about this new baking mat because, like I said, I roast all my veggies, so I go through a lot of foil and parchment paper. And I'm hoping this works out because then it'll save me money and I'll also be producing a lot less waste. So I was debating between which color to get, but it was either between the red or the mint. And I thought because the holidays are coming up, I thought red would be a nice pop of color. And so this is what it looks like. It's very thin, foldable, bendable. And I'll put it up against this kale bag because just to show you like the size reference, but it is 12 by 17 inches. Actually, here's a better way to look at it. I will just put it on top of a standard baking pan, and here's what it looks like. It's very thin, which I really like, and hopefully it's easy to clean and the color doesn't fade. So I will keep you posted on that. And here are the Halloween stickers. Just a reminder that you can ask for them at the register when you're checking out. They always come out with different fun, cute seasonal ones. And so whether you journal or have kids, this is like a fun little thing to grab, and it's free. Picked up bananas, both regular and organic, because the organic ones needed a couple more days to ripen, and so that will time it out perfectly for me. Of course, my favorite delicata squash, I got 2 of them this week. I usually eat a lot of sweet potatoes around this time, but when delicata squash is here, this just totally takes over. And just quickly wanted to show you, so I will wash the outer skin because sometimes it's sticky, and then cut them up into half moons and then use avocado oil spray and give them a quick spray and sprinkle some salt on top and then roast them at 400 degrees for about 20 or 30 minutes until a golden char develops on top. And now moving on to the bonus haul, which is from Sam's Club. I picked up organic green beans for green bean casserole, and I believe green beans are on the Dirty Dozen list. If you pick them up at Trader Joe's, I think there's only a 20-cent difference between the regular and organic, so it might be worth getting the organic ones instead. One of the main reasons I went to Sam's Club this week is the broccolini is back, so I got not 1, not 2, but 3 bags because I will be going through them quickly. The last time I didn't show you guys, but I actually picked up 4 bags and I went through it in about 2 weeks. Also ran out of sparkling water, and this sounded good to me. The flavors: blood orange tangerine, raspberry lime, and mango orange. And you probably know that Spindrift is the only one that has real squeezed fruit juice in it versus like natural flavors. And so that's always a bonus. And I always pick up asparagus from Sam's Club because it is the best in terms of cost and flavor, and I'm happy with it, so that's where I get it. Also got the Autumn Crisp grapes. I thought I left this in the cart when I got home because I couldn't find it, but 4 hours later I found it in my car, so I was relieved. And got mushrooms, which I always have every morning with kale and eggs, and to add to other meals throughout the week. And that wraps up the hauls for the week. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Trader Joe's Geek. Until the next video, ciao guys!